5:07 is the current time, and later today, President Trump is set to take off from Washington to attend the World Economic Forum in Switzerland.
And while he's there, the president is expected to discuss the U.S. economy and his bid to acquire Greenland. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn joining us this morning from New York because, Bradley, we heard from the president overnight.
Right, Heather and AJ, overnight, he took to Truth Social and posted about conversations he'd had with the Secretary General of NATO and French President Emmanuel Macron. President Trump says that he's telling everyone getting Greenland is imperative for national and world security, and there's no going back.
Overnight, President Trump announced plans to meet with allies at the World Economic Forum in Davos this week over his push for Greenland.
We have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it.
This after NBC News reports the president told them in a brief phone interview that he 100% intends to follow through with threats to slap new tariffs on 8 European allies starting next month if a deal isn't reached. And when asked if he would seize the territory by force, he answered, quote, "No comment."
Greenland is not for sale.
European leaders are calling for diplomacy, but they also say they're ready to retaliate if the U.S. follows through on tariffs.
The priority here is to engage, not escalate, and avoid the imposition of tariffs. Should the threatened tariffs be imposed, the European Union has tools at its disposal and is prepared to respond.
Prompting this response from U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent.
I think it would be very unwise.
President Trump last night also doubled down on false claims that Norway's government played a role in his not winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
I don't care about the Nobel Prize. They have a board, but it's controlled by Norway.
Those claims were made in a text exchange with Norway's prime minister over the weekend, in which the president also went on to say that he no longer has, quote, an obligation to think purely of peace.
Now, a CBS News poll found Americans overwhelmingly disapprove of this idea to acquire Greenland. 7 in 10 disapprove of President Trump using federal funds to buy the territory, and 86% would disapprove of the U.S. taking Greenland using military force. And Heather and AJ, that includes strong majorities of Democrats and Republicans.
All right. Bradley Blackburn reporting for us from New York this morning. Thank you.